Hello.
Hello, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. How are you feeling?
Shit, I'm alive. That's all that matters to me.
What's your name?
Benjamin.
Where you from, Benjamin?
East Baltimore.
What was life like growing up in East Baltimore for you?
Uh, to me, honestly, it wasn't that bad to me. I mean, it was dangerous, but I experienced it, but I didn't. You get what I'm saying?
What made it dangerous?
The people over east is cruddy. Like over east, they the type of people that backdoor their homeboy for $5. Yeah,
Where we at right now?
over West Baltimore.
We're at over west.
Uh, Emerson and Poplar Grove, well, near Emerson and Poplar Grove.
How long you been over here?
For months. I've been over here since like the beginning of the summer.
What brought you over here?
Honestly, I didn't want to be over east because I started doing drugs and I didn't want nobody that knew me to see.
What type of drugs did you start doing?
Coke.
What led you to start doing coke?
Honestly, childhood traumas.
Childhood trauma?
Trying to run away from it, basically.
What traumas did you go through as a child?
It was a lot. Like my mother choosing her husband over me, stuff like that. I knew my father, but he still wasn't shit. You feel me? Shit like that. Like to me, the worst thing that happened to me was my mother let her husband choke me out, and she went in the house. I could have been dead.
How old were you when that happened?
I was a teenager. I don't remember the exact age, but I know I was a teenager.
Did you like pass out like he choked you up till you were unconscious?
Yeah. And most people don't even know if you help somebody out, if you hold on a few seconds after they pass out, they could die. Most people don't even know that. So I could have been dead, and I woke up, she was in the house. She wasn't nowhere to be found.
Wow.
But
What
then
was
when I
it?
went back to go choke him, she stopped it. Like she tried to pull me off, but she never tried to pull him off me.
Was that I guess the point that messed up your relationship?
Um, Honestly, what messed up my relationship was him. Period.
Wow.
He put my mother in a position where she had to choose.
If there's something you could say to your mom right now that I guess you probably never said to her, what is it you would tell her?
At the end of the day, I still love her and I forgive her and I still take a bullet for her. At the end of the day. You only get one mother. There ain't no point in hating her. And also, my mother ain't do nowhere near worse to me than I done heard about other people's mothers.
Do you have any brothers and sisters?
I got all sisters, no brothers.
Are you the oldest or the youngest?
I'm the second oldest. I have one older sister, all my other sisters younger.
What's your relationship with them like?
Um, Up and down, up and down. They got super smart mouth, so it's up and down. For real.
How often you get to communicate with them?
Um, Whenever I call them, I can call them anytime.
When's the last time you actually spoke to somebody in your family?
Probably like last week. It's people around here that know me that let me use their phone, so that's what I call my people.
So why don't you have a job?
Honestly, right now, I can't even say what. I mean, I do work a little job at night. I get paid every night, but it's not much. It's based on how much money I make. But an actual job, honestly, I just don't be wanting to leave this area. And I don't want to work around here either.
So you don't want to leave this area, but you don't want to work around here?
Yeah, just being lazy. Don't want to catch the bus nowhere.
When's the last time you had an official job?
Um, like last winter,
What were you doing then?
I was working at Dollar General.
What was that like?
It was okay. Until I told the manager about herself, then she made it help.
So that's what caused you to, I guess, lose your job?
Say it again?
That's what caused you to lose your job? Getting
No,
into
what caused me to lose my job was a girl I was messing with was coming to meet me, like a homegirl. Her homegirl stole, and they said I had something to do with it, pretty much. When I was like 3 hours over doing my job, but either way,
And how long ago was that you had a job?
that was last winter.
Last winter? What have you been doing this winter to, I guess, maintain?
Just been working the part-time job and at night and during the day, I guess panhandling.
How much do you normally make panhandling?
Believe it or not, it's a lot. I don't really know because I don't really add it up or keep it all to the end of the day. But
How much do you spend on the drugs that you use?
what? I would probably say like between 50 to like 80. Yeah.
50 to 80 a day, and you get all that money from, I guess, panhandling.
Yeah, and also the part-time I do at night.
Have you ever overdosed off the drugs that you do?
No. I mean, K2, it was years ago, but no overdose.
And you do actual cocaine or you do crack?
Correct.
Are you scared of it being possibly laced with fentanyl?
No, not really, because 9 times 10 it already happened.
Say that again.
I said, no, not really, 9 times 10 it already happened.
Have you ever been around someone that's overdosed off of crack?
Yes, once.
What was that experience like?
Well, it wasn't crack, it was heroin.
It was heroin. What's keeping you from trying heroin?
I actually did heroin first. I don't like the ill, so I quit.
How long did you do it before
I
quitting?
did it for 2 years. I'm 31. I started when I was 29. I actually did heroin first. And, I started crack, and I'm at this age now, 31. Beginning of summer.
Really? How much longer do you think you see yourself smoking crack?
Not too long.
You think it's going to be easy for you to quit?
Once I get my mental together, yeah. What's up, Chop? What's up, Pops?
You think that's going to be like you entering a program, or are you going to be able to do it without any of that?
I can do that on the street. It's like I did heroin out here in the street, around here.
Oh, did?
Yeah, I kicked it around here.
Really? How hard was it for you to kick it?
Honestly, it was easy.
How long were you sick for?
The first time I did it, I was sick for like a week, but when I did it around here, I wasn't sick at all for some reason. Most people say it's an excuse, but I think the coke actually helped.
You think the cocaine what?
Actually helped.
Helped
The
you?
first time I wasn't doing it, and I got ill. The second time I was doing it, and I didn't get ill.
So you think the cocaine helped you kick it easier the second time?
Most people say it make it worse, but I don't think so.
Since the year just started, how much longer you think you see yourself out here battling addiction?
I'll probably be done probably about, I'm gonna be realistic, probably like next year.
It's gonna take a year. Do you think since you just started doing crack cocaine, do you think this is the drug that's probably gonna take a hold of you worse than heroin did?
No. That's one thing I refuse to do. I refuse to lose my morals for any drug. And for two, there ain't no crack out here good enough to make me lose my morals.
Have you seen, I guess, the long-term effects of crack on people?
Yeah, but most of the people was already gone in the mind anyway.
So due to the fact that you had, I guess, childhood trauma right now, do you feel like you suffer from some type of mental illness?
Yes.
Is the mental illness you're suffering from, is that going to play a part in you, I guess, not being able to kick the crack addiction?
Probably that, and also, I could say that I'm very deranged. I have a very, very bad anger problem, and that actually helps me. It keeps me calm, keeps me humble. I could let stuff go more. That's also why I quit alcohol too, because alcohol brings it out. And honestly, I'm a kind-hearted person. I don't like to hurt people.
So do you want to stop using crack, I guess, then? If it helps?
I don't plan on doing it forever. I'm already breaking my mother's heart,
So I get your mom's definitely not feeling you being out here on these hard drugs.
she actually wants me to come home, but I don't want to.
Just because you're on drugs? Is the
Yeah,
reason you don't
I
want
have
to?
nephews that look up to me. I don't want Sheila to do that, and also I don't want this drug to force me to steal from my mother.
You think it would?
I'm not sure.
Since you've been doing it, like what's the, I guess, the lowest point you've been at?
Probably now, man. I never thought I would ever do this.
Even when you were doing heroin, you didn't have the panhandle?
No, I had my phone and I was doing a job. Since my phone was stolen and I don't have access to them jobs no more. Like, I could do a lot. Like, I could put a house together. I could do concrete. You feel me? Like, I could do a lot. My grandfather taught me a lot. He taught me that a man should never have to call a man to fix anything in his house.
What do you think is a bigger problem here in Baltimore, homelessness or substance abuse?
Honestly, I don't think it's even one. I think it's us killing each other. That's the biggest problem in Baltimore. Instead of sticking together.
What do you think is the number one thing we could do to possibly fix that?
Love each other. Start caring about each other and start sticking together. Like, I don't think we notice that we're the only race that don't stick together. The only one. And we're also the most hated. It's a reason for that. You just gotta think about it.
That's real. That's real. If there's one thing you wanted the world to know about you, Benjamin, what is it?
One thing I want the world to know about me is I'm desperate to get my people to know the truth about our history. Like I tell people about it all the time. Some people look at me like I'm crazy. Some people believe it, some people don't. But I always tell people don't listen to word of mouth. Do your own research. That's how I found out the truth.
What's number one truth right now I guess you want people to know?
We're not from Africa. And we're also the so-called Native Americans that was here first.
Feel that. Totally feel that. How old were you the first time you used any type of drugs?
15, it was marijuana.
Marijuana. What inspired you to use marijuana at 15?
Honestly, it was given to me for free by a guy in my neighborhood. I mean, it was used to always give me my homeboy.
Where's that person at now?
I haven't seen him in years.
When's the last time you seen a person that introduced you to heroin?
It was really no one, honestly.
Say it again?
It wasn't really no one who introduced me to it.
Oh, it wasn't? Did someone introduce you to cocaine?
Yeah, but no. I actually wasn't. Could I try it? So it was like, yeah, they introduced me, but no.
Where's that person at now?
Probably around Kendall.
Still doing cocaine?
Look like.
Think they're worse off now than they were then when they first introduced you?
I don't think so.
Have you ever introduced anybody to drugs? Why not?
Salt pack.
I feel like you have to make that conscious choice. I can't make it for you.
Make salt pack.
And also, I'm not into peer pressure. Never was.
I feel that. I totally feel that. Looking back at your 15-year-old self, because nobody knows Benjamin like Benjamin knows Benjamin, what could you have told yourself to make you never use drugs a day in your life?
Stay focused on what you really want. Don't let your past take over. And learn how to let go.
That's real. That's real. If you could say something to inspire someone to be the best them they could be, what would you tell them?
Just look at me. Somebody who had a lot of potential. Look where I'm at now.
That's real.
Use me as the example as what not to do.
Do you think people need to see this?
Say it again?
Do you think people need to see this?
Yes.
Why?
To know how anybody can fall victim to this. Because I guarantee me, nor my siblings, nor my parents, nor nobody in my family ever expected me to do it.
That's real. That's totally real. And with that being said, Benjamin, if there was someone who wanted to reach out to you and offer you some type of help, how could they contact you?
I have a phone I've been using sometimes, but I don't know the number by heart. But they can always find me around here. In between Poplar Grove and Emerson. I'm always around here.
I know you said...
And I'm kind of unique because I'm the only one right here with these long dreads. So,
How long you been growing dreads for?
since 2018.
Are you gonna cut them?
I think about it sometimes. But then sometimes I think about, damn, what if I cut it and then regret it? Then I got to grow them all over. So, I don't know. It's still a constant battle.
I dig it. I dig it. I know you said you give yourself, I guess, a couple of more months or a year, right, to be on these drugs that you're on currently. Even with that being said, if there was a car to pull up right now and told you jump in and take you somewhere to offer you all the type of help that you needed to get right.
It has happened. The guy who actually did it was just right there not too long ago.
So if that happens right now, are you willing to go?
No, because I've learned my lesson with that. I can't stop for anyone else. I have to do it for myself. That's how I relapse on heroin when I went to rehab because I went from my mother and my sisters, not myself.
That's real. And with that being said, Benjamin, we want to thank you for your time. We want to thank you for your honesty. And most importantly, we want to thank you for your story. We're praying for you, family. Definitely. We're praying for you, family. Thank you again.
No problem.